action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. We're at Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Tonight, the Brooklyn Nets playing host to the LA Clippers. Won't go.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
And they call it
a simple touch foul.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
It's George for 2. Can't connect. To Durant. Love the hustle. Sprawl down on the deck. To the outside. To Durant. From long range. That's a dangerous spot. Kevin Durant wide open. He nails it.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Drive from the baseline, but it won't go down. To Durant. Here's a chance from long range, and Kevin Durant, all in one motion, hits it off the catch and shoot.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the 3.
George? Paul George missed his first. That one goes.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Durant across the timeline. Leads 3. To Dinwiddie. Durant. Oh, he's 3 for 3 to start this game from downtown.
Nothing the defense is doing is making him uncomfortable. As an offensive guy, I love starting the game, finding my rhythm.
Leonard. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Not getting the bounce. Durant to Irving. Clippers have got it. To Paul George. Beyond the arc for 3. He made his first effort, but not that time.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Leonard. He was all over him.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
On fire to start this one. 4 threes in this first quarter alone.
And I love this offense in the playbook. It's called give him the ball and get out the way.
LA with 4 to shoot. Great dish to set it up. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Irving knocks it down. Defender has to get there next time. Now Doc wants a timeout. His guys find themselves down double digits already in this first quarter. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Clippers have the basketball. George, very little's gone right in this first quarter, but with that 3, you look at the scoreboard, they're back within 9.
And Ed, Rome was not built in one day. You can't rush the process. Just keep chipping away. Chip, chip, chip.
The assist from number 11, Kyrie Irving.
DeAndre Jordan pins it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Durant knocks it down. That was a tough shot. How do you neutralize a threat like Kevin Durant?
Well, that weak side defender constantly has to shade Kevin Durant, and that primary defender, you have to funnel KD into help every single possession, contest shots, and hope that you can deter his vision and that he misses.
Leonard to Beverly. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Nets have the basketball. Probing the defense. Durant on the drive, but he can't get it to go.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
To George. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Durant buries it on the catch and shoot.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip, and when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
Nothing going here on that drive. First quarter in the books, and the Nets enjoying some breathing room. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. George, yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
I got ball. Pick up. Match up.
To Durant, 4-3, and drains it. Kevin Durant, dynamic once again.
And giving it to you any way you want it. On the block, from the perimeter, mouse in the house, whatever the scenario is, Kevin Durant has an answer.
And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Durant. It'll stay Clipper basketball.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
A shot no good there by Williams.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
To Dinwiddie. Straight on look. Durant. Trying to cash in. Deep two there, won't go. George against KD. Strong finish for Paul George.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Knocked loose. Clippers have it. Fires the three. That won't go. Has a chance, and he hits.
I could see the beads of sweat forming when he had to put the ball on the ground there. You still got it, though.
Goes to the left side. Durant. Rare miss the way he's been shooting. Shot's no good. To Paul George. Gets a shot up off the mark. Kevin Durant has it. Bad pass there. Clippers have it. To Williams. Harkless to George. Fires the three. Rebound taken in by the Nets. To Durant. Deep right corner. To Durant. Knocked loose. Clippers have got it. Taurean Prince sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Knocked loose. Picked up by the Nets. Durant buries it into three.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard. Scary.
Now the Clippers call a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Entering the game,
Leonard. No good. That's great defense. To Irving. Kyrie Irving. He's 2 for 2 now. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
Hey, match up, match up, match up.
Irving. The pass taken away by the Clippers. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
To Dinwiddie. Kyrie Irving. 3 for 3 in this first half. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion. And it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance. And in their mind, they do. But in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
Paul George rejects it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Irving. Where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
I know the refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Oh, it took a while, Jay, but he hits his first 3 of the game here tonight.
Yeah, couldn't really get one to fall in the first quarter, but he stayed the course and did a good job of squaring his shoulders to the basket.
Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. George, and the rebound by KD. Great feed. To Irving. Durant. Knocked loose. That's a 24-second violation. Leonard. Able to convert inside.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Nets have it. George. buries the three. He's too good to leave that open. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Kawhi Leonard, tough matchup against Durant. For three, and Kawhi Leonard buries the three. Kyrie across the timeline. The lead stands at 10. Clippers have it. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
To Irving.
Hey, feed me, I'm hot.
Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
And he connects on the first free throw. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Leonard, and he buries it. To Irving. The pass taken away by the Clippers. Leonard. Yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Irving had made his first three, but that shot off the mark.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
PG lets it fly. He shoots, off the mark. Leonard to Paul George. Jared Allen snatching it out of the air. KD with the rock. Slams it down.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Bad pass there. Clippers have it. Someone's not going to be happy about that. You have to be careful on the inbounds.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
Leonard. That's good D. Shot no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Here's Irving into the front court. His guys now down by a point. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Leonard, great look and vision. And look out. Neither side is giving up an inch.
I guarantee you tomorrow on Complex's social feed, that play will have millions of views. And I'm really looking forward to this fourth quarter because the first three have lived up to the billing.
George, great defense, forcing the miss.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Leonard. Nothing going here on that drive. Leonard. To George. Plenty of contact. The shot no good. Third quarter comes to an end. The fourth quarter on the way. The Clippers are out in front. Brooklyn basketball here as we start the fourth quarter, and they watch that halftime lead slip away. Now they find themselves down on the scoreboard.
Ed, so many times I see teams with the lead play a lot more loose. They start trying things that are uncharacteristic of how they play. This team right now needs to go back to the way they played in the first half. Continue to execute with that kind of mindset and that mentality.
To Harkless. Oh, emphatic slam.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Durant with the basketball up top. Leads one. Patrick Beverley, huge block. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Patrick Beverley. Irving. To Durant. Irving. Gets it in the right corner. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a three is like shooting a layup.
Cashes in for two. To Irving. Durant. 10 threes for him now in the game, Jay. Just astonishing.
And I can't believe what I'm seeing. It's only happened 30-something times since the three-point line went into effect in 1979. Goes to show you how big of a night he's having.
How old were you back then?
I was not born yet, my friend.
Boom, baby. Kyrie with the rock. Knock loose. Clippers have got it. Nothing going here on that drive. And they call it.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Leonard. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Too easy. Defense has to communicate.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Durant buries the wide open three. That's too easy.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Kevin Durant with the rock. Jordan to Durant. Lets it fly from long range. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Leonard. To Paul George. To Beverley. George can't go down. Smothering defense. Durant across the timeline. Up by 3 to Irving. Defense making the ball carrier work. Knocked loose.
Hey, check up. Let's go.
George. Offensive board. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Great feed. Sets it up. Durant. He's too good to leave that wide open. Defense has to communicate.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Now the Nets going to take a timeout. That's their first. Leaves them with 1 remaining the rest of the way.
If you would like to participate in an upcoming event, you can register at our team website for more details.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Leonard to George. Strong finish for Paul George. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
Irving into the front court. His guys now trailing by a point. A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. To Jordan. For Durant, down low. Ah, the monster stuff.
And easy to get back on defense.
LA Clippers with the basketball. From long range, he's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off 3-point shots.
And too much contact.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Durant to Irving. Here's a chance from long range. Ooh, he'll take that.
They absolutely needed that. Great job by the offense to be poised and create a shot to pull ahead.
Paul George. Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
A simple touch foul.
Kevin Durant. Couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. Knocks down the first.
There we go. Yes, sir.
Able to convert on both free throws.
Oh, yeah. Get your money. Get your money.
Just a friendly reminder for the winner of today's ticket raffle. You have until the end of today's game to claim your prize at the customer service desk located
Beyond the arc for 3. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Shot clock winding down. The drive, right to the basket, right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good. Timeout called here by the Clippers. They trail by 2. And the question, do they look for the tie in overtime? Or do they go for it all with a 3? Deep 3 at the buzzer. It's the Nets. Yes! 3 for the win at the buzzer. My goodness. It came down to one shot. He stepped up and buried it to win the ball game.